This could be like a short little rant, but, about, what's the date right now? About somewhere between like a week and 10 days ago, something like that. I don't know the exact dates. I think the girl, a 12-year-old girl, well, 12-year, 3-month-year-old, 12-year, 3-month-year-old girl, to be exact, or more exact, whatever, gave birth, with, well, I say with, to a child by her 13 and whatever year old boyfriend. So, which makes them Britain's youngest parents. I'm just going to repeat the ages. 12-year-old mother, 13-year-old father. So, it's kind of wrong, just a little bit, don't you think? Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, it's going to be a bit of a rant. Now, that's fucking stupid. Just saying. I don't think anyone, I even hate it when I see, stupid, 16 and pregnant shows and shit. I hate that. I don't think anyone who's 16 should have a kid. This girl is 12, and this guy's 13. About 3-4 years under the age that I still would say fucking no. Given her age, and that she, just within this month gave birth, that would mean she conceived the child when she was about 11 and a half. 11 and a half? As in... Okay, my math. I was checking math. I was about to say still in primary school, but then I kind of realised now she probably would have, just started secondary school. So yeah, never mind. But, yeah. Either way, it's still fucking... I believe it to be wrong for a kid to have a kid. I was much more angry when I first found out about it, but I didn't, think to make a video then, because I was just fucking blistering with rage. Because it's just so fucking stupid and irresponsible to me. Not to me, in my mind, it's just fucking retarded. But that's not the worst part. This next part pisses me off beyond, beyond my limits. It's just... The father of the girl, the father of the 12-year-old girl, said... Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull it up right now. In fact, I'm going to stop the recording right here, and I'm going to, so that you don't have to go through my normal, dead space in the videos that I do. So, one moment. Yeah, it's good. Okay, yeah, I found the thing I was looking for. It says here, the father of the girl said, well, to quote from him, "There's plenty of routes kids this age can go down." I can't read it properly because the light's messed up my eyes. "She's brought something beautiful into the world. That little girl does not bring shame to me at all. I'm so proud of her. Shame doesn't come into it. We didn't know this was happening." So, Okay, one thing, apparently I was wrong when I said she would have just been starting secondary school. Apparently she did conceive the kid while still in primary school. Maybe my math was off, I don't know, I was never that great at math. But, that word right there, proud. Proud. Considering the line before that said, that little girl, I kind of think he's talking about the baby. I don't know the baby's gender. Couldn't pay too much attention to that detail. But when I first read the quote in the newspaper, I got the impression he was talking about his girl, the one who gave birth. Proud should be fucking... It's a word that should be light years away from this fucking scenario. There is nothing to be proud about in a 12-year-old and her 13-year-old boyfriend, I'm not forgetting him, having a kid. It's just... oh my fucking god. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off. I can't even fully explain why it pisses me off, it just pisses me off. And reading the rest of it, they're saying things like, she did make a mistake, but they're going to be supportive on both sides. There's a difference between being supportive and being proud. Proud, no. Proud, no. No. Now, if I remember the full quote right, because this quote's like shortened. I remember him saying something about like they could take drugs and like kids at this age could take drugs and all that stuff. I just... You wanna know what I did when I was 13? Which was, I mean, I was like 3 years ago and I'm already speaking like I'm someone who's like in their late 20s or 30s or something like that. But you wanna know what I did when I was like 13? I played video games, I went out on my bike, I fucking... What did I do when I was 13? I can't remember. Well, I played video games, went out on my bike, probably didn't do much else, because I'm not the most social person, if you couldn't tell. I dare to call myself a misanthropist. I think that's the right word, where I just don't like people. But, yeah. Didn't have a kid at 13. Not something I did. Not something anyone I knew did, to be quite honest with you. How? How does it fucking happen? And drugs too, you know. If I remember the quote right, he did... If I remember the quote right, he did mention that, you know, one of the routes they go down could be taking drugs or something like that. Shouldn't happen either. Like, was this a common, like, if I have any people who are, like, older than me, like, you know, like 20s or whatever, did this happen when you people were 13 and 12 and, you know, around that age? Did it happen to you guys? Did it? Or is this just, like, fucking society becoming bullshit? Why? I mean, come on. It's just stupid. It's... Proud. That word still gets me, like, just looking at it right now. Proud does not bring shame to me at all. Proud. Shame doesn't even come into it. Proud. Again, there's a difference between being supportive and being proud. You shouldn't be proud. What else does it say? Like, seriously? And apparently the youngest mother before this girl was also 12. Closer to 13 than this girl, but it's not much. It's not anything. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry for this, but just reading it. I'm going to fully support them with my own money when that screams. I will sit there and I will support the baby as best. That's cool. That's cool and all. But here's my thing. Here's just my little like, I don't have the best morality, best sense of morality. I have some pretty fucked up morals. Even, coming from the person who has those morals, they're pretty fucked up. But yeah. Here's one of my things. I think you yourself should be able to mostly. I say mostly because everyone needs a bit of help every now and then. But I believe you yourself should comfortably be able to support the baby. If you're going to have a baby. A 12-year-old and 13-year-old probably can't support a baby. And, it's just fucking retarded. Whether they end up on benefits or not, I don't give a shit. If you can't support the baby mostly by yourself, you shouldn't have the fucking baby. You shouldn't have a baby if you're below a certain age, I think. Like, see, there's another thing. With like, teenage pregnancies and stuff, you get these people, like, even, like, technically adults. Like, I say technically because I still have the word teen in the name, like 18, 19. Even though they're considered adults, the word teen is still there, so I say teenagers because, it's what I like to say. They have the kid, and they don't want to take care of the kid. Well, they take care of the kid, but they don't want to take care of the kid because they want to go out and they want to have a party and, do all the things that you do when you're young. Because, you kind of don't do that stuff when you're older, because when you're older you get more tired, and you also have more responsibility and shit like that. I mean, I guess that last bit's kind of a moot point at 18, but at 12... So I'm just gonna run through that little scenario. You have a kid, let's say like 18, 19, 20s, like early 20s, maybe late 20s. You have the kid. Now you want to go out and live your life, but you can't because you have a kid, so you pass it off to probably your mum and dad, who then take care of the kid while you go out and drink and do whatever. You're not taking care of the kid. At 12, your mum and dad are probably going to be doing a lot of the work because you have school, and then you also want to have a social life, and then you also get to that point where you want to go out and do this, stuff, party, whatever, be social. I don't get that part. I'm not social. Don't like being social. I don't like people. Reasons. And then you don't take care of the kid. So. But then when you're already older and you've already got all the let's just say, wildness out of your system, now you don't mind so much not having as much free time to go and do what you want. Well, you probably mind not having free time, but you know what I mean. It's that stereotypical thing of not wanting to raise a kid because you want to go out and do, like, I think, I'm going to randomly bring up Family Guy right now, but it's like when Peter had that one episode where he didn't get to do anything wild in his childhood because, well, his, like, not childhood, when he was like 18 and stuff, because he was dating Lois from the point he was 18 to, that point in the series, and he regretted it, and he went back in time, and he fucked it up and all that shit. But that's kind of my point with a kid as well. You want to go out, you want to have fun when you're young. You have a kid to take care of. Take care of the fucking kid, otherwise you're a bad parent. Ugh. My head hurts. It just... Oh, and this part I love, by the way. The 12-year-old and 13-year-old intend to stick together. I fucking hate it when kids talk like adults. How many people's relationship do you know that, were 12 or 13 or even let's bump it up, 16, 18, early 20s. How many relationships do you know from these time frames that last their entire lives? I don't know many. Nope, I don't. Now I think about it, I can't think of any. Can't think of any at all. Fucking amazing. So, it's 12 and 13 and I think the parents buy it too. I don't think it says it on this particular page. But wait, no. It was a part in the newspaper where one of the parents said they're totally in love and all this shit. Don't think they quite understand what love is. They're 12 and 13. Ow. Not like being a dick or anything. Well, I am totally being a dick. I'm pissed off. But, it's kind of a mature concept. It's like everyone when Justin Bieber, first started, and he was like, 13, and he was singing, 13, 14, and he was singing about losing the love of his life or whatever, and people were all on him about that. Kind of the same concept, don't you think? I think my psychotic side is starting to break out, because I'm just feeling that fucking pain in the back of my neck, where I just kind of want to twitch, kind of want to just break things and hurt people. Here it is. The quote is actually here. I just looked over to the screen. Right. The baby's mum and dad have been in a relationship for more than a year. So this isn't a fleeting romance. They intend to stick together and bring their daughter up together. Right, so it is a daughter, so the father could be talking about the baby, not the girl. They're very into each other, totally in love. She's obsessed with him. She sees this as true love. They want to get married. I have a friend, I'm not going to mention any names. She was in a relationship. The guy proposed at, some point, well, technically, he said something that kind of implied marriage proposal. And he cheated on her. They ain't together no more. They were 16. 12 and 13-year-old had a baby. They intend to stick together more than a year. I have a friend, again not naming names, in her 20s. Committed relationship for 2 years. Ended. Even long relationships can end. Don't seem to be able to grasp this concept. I think certain people just shouldn't be allowed to have kids, ever. I think certain ages definitely shouldn't be allowed to have fucking kids at that age, because, They're that fucking age and can't raise a kid by themselves. Just want to hit something. I want to put a bullet in someone's head. Not necessarily related to the story. Just kind of want to put a bullet in someone's head to stop the build-up of rage. That shakiness in my voice is not like me crying, by the way. It's me like vibrating my leg because I can't sit still right now. Just, my God. Like, am I the only person who sees this as the wrong thing? Am I the, like, I know what I say can come across as, like, overreacting and stuff like that. Like, putting a bullet in someone's head, I wouldn't actually go out and shoot someone because of this, obviously. I would not bring harm to these people. Maybe I'd give the parents a whack around the head for saying proud. Maybe I'd give the parents a whack around the head and say even long relationships can end. Maybe I'll give the parents a whack around the head and say, you know, teenage hormones. You know, these things that make these particular groups of people, myself included, because I'm 16, but these particular groups of people, emotionally imbalanced. You know, those things. These very real things. Then again, what do I know? I've never been in a relationship. Let's see if there's anything else to piss me off. I want something to piss me off now. I kind of want to be brought to the point of having to shout so I can get it all out. You know what? No. I can't. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off quite a lot. In case you couldn't tell. But you know what? I'm going to go. I'm just going to let this sink in. Like, it's had time to sink in for me. I'm going to let it sink in for you guys who might not have heard. Goodbye, people. I'll be back another time with a hopefully not as angry video. Probably going to be more Pokemon cards. I hope not, because I want new ideas. If you have an idea that you want, like, if you have any kind of video that you want me to make, you want to see me make for some reason, post in the comments. Because God knows I need something to get this shit off my mind. Goodbye, people.